Well, I joked about it last time, and it's yet another one of my predictions that's come true. Adam Idah has won the European Golden Boy. Hello everyone and welcome back to more Norwich City bouncing back. And yeah, I'm psychic or something. He was mentioned as a possibility. I didn't actually think he would do it, but yep, Adam. He's been brilliant. You can't argue with it. He has been brilliant, but I didn't think he would be considered by the game quite this brilliant. But European Golden Boy for 2021 is our very own Adam Idah. Fantastic stuff. His record's been. Well, it speaks for itself, really. 23 goals in the Championship, 10 goals in the Premier League so far. Yep, he's done all right. And to follow in the footsteps of Kylian Mbappe, Matthias de Ligt, João Felix, and Erling Haaland is a pretty special achievement. When you look at the clubs on here as well, kind of the last time really a non sort of elite level club had someone win this award was kind of Isco in 2012 at Malaga. Otherwise, it's kind of your Champions League level teams. So he's in good company. But well, maybe that's kind of where we are now as well. A lot earlier than I was anticipating, but it's kind of fallen off a little bit. But we're going incredibly strongly still. Obviously, last time the wins against Everton and Aston Villa, and since then been less successful. We've only drawn one game all season, other than the Carabao Cup match which went to penalties. So in terms of the league, we've got one draw all year. Got to be on for some kind of record at this point. But we are now into January 2022, and the results have been reasonable since last time, I suppose. 3-0 win against Spurs. Obviously, they've not been particularly good. Jose Mourinho has been sacked. They're kind of towards the bottom of the table, but we were able to get the job done against them. We scored pretty much from kickoff. Davinson Sanchez putting into his own net before goals from Sean Longstaff and Todd Cantwell before the half-hour mark. Kind of got the job done, but you can see that Emi Buendia also then got sent off before half-time. We don't get red cards. I think that's possibly the first red card of the entire save. We might have had one. I think we did have one last season, but still a straight red card as well, which is very much unlike us and very much unlike him. He was tracking back to defend. He got sent off. But Tottenham didn't really do all that much. The job was done. This one was fine, but it did mean he was going to sit out the next 3 matches with a suspension, and that's kind of impacted us a little bit. We then played Leicester, didn't make much difference in this one. Kieran Dow came in, played really well. Another 3-0 win, 2 from Cantwell and 1 from Adam Idah in that one. And then he was also missing for this one, and we did lose to Wolves at home. Disappointing, you have to say. It was a pretty average performance from all concerned. I did rotate a little bit for this one. A couple of players lacking fitness. I think Cantwell and Vieira. We brought in Smith Rowe, he did fine, but Ben Pearson got a 6.1. He was complaining about not playing, so gave him the game, and at least he didn't get sent off. Obviously, still got a booking though. But yeah, it was again quite an even game, slightly reminiscent of the Southampton game earlier on in the season, where we had chances, we didn't really convert them, and in the end, Wolves ended up converting theirs and winning. It was a deserved win for them though. But we bounced back with the FA Cup third round game against Aston Villa at Villa Park. It was a 3-0 win. Quite a few more changes to this one, including another goal for Josh Martin, a first goal for the club of John Souttar as well as Todd Cantwell. Good performance, which we then backed up by immediately losing to Bournemouth. Just again, more frustrating than anything. We completely dominated the game. We should have won it easily. Emi Buendia back from suspension, getting the goal. You can see the XG there, 2.58. You can see the XG there. We should have won it an absolute canter, but we completely binned it off in the most FM style imaginable. 2 long balls over the top, knocked down by Dominic Solanke for former Norwich City striker, sold by us in the summer, Jordan Hugill, to score an identical goal twice. They were his second and third goals of the season in all competitions. His first 2 goals in the league, so he obviously decided to save that for when he was playing us, and cost us 3 points. So you're not endearing yourself to me in any way at all, Jordan. You can see all the shots we had. We should have won that game pretty easily, but alas, we did not. And questionable goalkeeping from Tim Krul. Not the best defensive performance either. Disappointing. We'll look to bounce back from that one today. We're going to play Sheffield United first of all at home, and then Manchester United, who we're kind of competing with for a European spot. As ridiculous as that sounds, as I said, we did beat Villa in the FA Cup. We will be playing Huddersfield in the 4th round, bit of a cup run would be quite nice as well. But let's look at that Premier League table. We're not in the Champions League places anymore. Those 2 defeats have seen us drop back a little bit down to 5th. We're still 9 points clear of Wolves in 6th though, 12 points clear of Brighton in 8th. So I mean, we've got 18 games to go. We are currently on course to qualify for at least some form of European competition, depending on how the cups and things like that go, which is ridiculous. We shouldn't really be in this position. It doesn't make any sense at all. And if we do fall back a bit and end up not qualifying for Europe this season, I'm not going to be particularly bothered. This is just, well, we've done what we needed to do. We've got that magical 40 points mark. We've done that. It's January. I don't want to not win any games between now and the end of the season. That's the kind of thing that Bournemouth used to do before they ended up getting relegated in real life. So we don't want to do that. Now it is January. We have done a bit of business. Obviously, all the regens we talked about in a couple of episodes ago, they have all now joined, and we will watch their careers with great interest. But we have made one signing straight for the first team. Club record signing, actually. I didn't even think it would be, but 8.75 million. It was only just over, I think, was it Jan Vennegoor of Hesselink all those years ago. But Ademola Lookman has joined the club from RB Leipzig. Kind of didn't really need to get him in sort of now, but he was transfer listed, and if we didn't buy him, then somebody else would have come in for him. And indeed, there were other bids on him anyway from Rennes and from Brighton. So felt we kind of the best thing to do would be to go in for him. Hasn't really done much in Leipzig this season, and obviously his season last year on loan at Fulham was okay. But I think he's a good player. Solid option for us on the wings. Can play on both flanks really, but predominantly on the left. We've got a lot of left wingers, so some will be moving on. But for the price, I thought he's quite good. He's only 24 years old. There's some issues here. Passing isn't amazing, but long shots 14 is great. The dribbling is fantastic. Pretty quick as well, and decent finishing. So I think he could be a good option, competing with Todd Cantwell, who's been sort of here, a bit mixed so far this season. So some guys are going out. Placheta has gone on loan to Toronto for a bit of time. He's been wanting to leave for a while. And Daniel Sinani has also gone to Millwall for 1.7 million. He was a free transfer, never played a game for us. Quite good business. And the bigger one, Onel Hernandez, will also likely be leaving. We've accepted bids from Dinamo Zagreb and Alton Hyundai in South Korea for, well, potentially as much as 10.75 million if he goes to Korea. There's wage contributions that they're kind of pretty much even in terms of the eventual price. But yeah, disappointing to lose him because he has actually been quite a reliable backup option for us. But he's not been happy that he's not been starting. He's played 9 games this season, obviously not as much as he did in the Championship. And either way, it looks like we're going to be making quite a tidy profit on what was paid. Still haven't received any bids for Mr. Buendia, now only wanted by Liverpool, Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. So, I mean, that's nicer, isn't it? I don't want to sell him now. I think if we can, we may have to promise him that he can be sold in the summer. If he doesn't want to go, then great. But I think, I don't want to lose him now. But we may end up losing him in the summer. But we will enjoy him for as long as he is here because he's just really good, isn't he? He's absolutely fantastic. 9 goals. 7 assists so far. Yeah, we're happy to have him. But the team then for this one, I think we're going to make a few changes. Now, Jack Butland has played a little bit and has done okay. Krul kind of at fault for the goals against Bournemouth. We just go back and look at the old results. We did actually, a lot of the clean sheets we've had recently, in fact all the clean sheets we've had recently, Newcastle, Leicester and Spurs, Butland played all of those games, kept a clean sheet, whereas Krul has failed to keep a clean sheet in any match apart from the Aston Villa game. So I'm going to give Butland the game today, but the defence is going to be the same. Taylor, Gibson, Zimmerman and Aarons at the back. Vieira, Longstaff and Stiepermann in the midfield. No indication Newcastle want to recall him yet, which is good. I'd like to keep him for the rest of the season at least. Todd Cantwell is going to start on the left, but obviously Lookman there to come on if need be. Buendia and Course on the right, and the Golden Boy up front. And you can see from some of the average ratings, I think particularly Greg Taylor's been kind of disappointing. Left back, definitely an area to strengthen in the summer. But what I'd like first of all is 3 points today. A little bit of a sticky patch. 2 games without a win, 2 defeats in a row in the league. Of course, the cup game in between was successful, but let's see if we can not drop any points today. I mean, we're fine. We don't need to worry. We are okay. We've got those 40 points, but we want to, not be on any sort of slide at all. We want to have some good positive momentum going into next season. Well, first highlight, free kick playing out from the back. and we look to work something. It was a sweeping challenge from Berg on Cantwell. He didn't even realise the ball had gone for a second there, and now Sheffield United are just buoyed by that. I mean, we do seem to be overall a very temperamental side as Zimmerman heads that away. Any sort of bad luck or defeat, and all the games we've lost have been bad luck, as Buendia runs through and scores an absolute wonder goal. Someone got completely cleared out on the way to that goal. Advantage was played. I mean, it was brutal stuff. He picks it up from... I mean, that's the goal of the season contender, isn't it? I was going on about morale issues, but yeah, I mean, Idah's been completely cleared out there. Hopefully a booking for that. Buendia, it doesn't matter. He's run all the way through, no challenge on him, and what a goal that is. Now, Ramsdale plays it long. I mean, this is the danger against Bournemouth, and it's been knocked down to Ryan Brewster, and he's done exactly what happened against Bournemouth. I mean, I was about to do the whole drop the line back thing, but let's just do that now. As we've been done again. I mean, it's literally, that's 3 goals we've conceded in 2 games. Identical goals. Goal kick forward, knocked down, and then the striker scores. So hopefully this will counteract against that, but a bit late really. Right, from kickoff, we're looking to strike again. Stiepermann out to Greg Taylor on the left-hand side. Can he put a good ball in? He's been mixed this season. Impressed me at the moment. He finds Cantwell, but it's been cleared. As far as Billy Sharp, who's got the judge of the bounce, our defenders have kind of been caught napping a little bit. But he's then given it away to Idah, and it's a fierce shot, which Ramsdale puts against the post. Oh, corner for Sheffield United. Norwood puts it in, and Jack O'Connell has somehow not scored. It's hit the bar. Ridiculous game so far. Free kick down the other end, knocked down by Berg, but Zimmerman cleans it up. I'd like him to be in a more sort of defensive position soon. Gibson as well, but we got possession of the ball. Cantwell back to Longstaff. Give and go between them. Lovely exchange of passes, and Idah flashes it just wide of the goal. Frenetic opening first half an hour here. I mean, we've got Man United to come, but this has been all action here so far. This was supposed to be the easy one. Longstaff finds Idah, and that is how he does it. It's a beautiful ball from Longstaff. Looks a tad offside. It's counting though. Simple throw in. Great hold up play from Buendia. Gets a little bit of luck. Back to Aarons, and then Longstaff just flicks that forwards. And then Idah just kind of dinked header in, and we have the lead again. I mean, it was tight, but he timed it to perfection, and I think whoever that was, I think it's Cantwell or Stiepermann, was actually offside, but because they were interfering with play, it counts. That wouldn't have counted before the patch. Well, at the break, the lead is ours. What an end-to-end exciting game that's been so far. Cantwell not doing all that much, so it's a chance for the new boy. Lookman comes on, and we've already immediately got a corner. Buendia puts it in. Flying save from Ramsdale. Is he just going to boot this down? We have dropped the line back. We are prepared. And Ramsdale looks like he's sort of got some sort of green screen kit on. He's merging in with the pitch. But anyway, the ball's down here. Berg has been intercepted well by Longstaff, and now we can break. Sheffield United got forward in numbers there. But, Taylor has played a sort of speculative pass forwards. Buendia couldn't quite get there. And now there's Brewster, and they've equalised. So that was fun, wasn't it? But, I mean, it's not the goalkeeper, but it's still a long ball punted down. That was literally end to end, and that's what's kind of caught us out. Just some aimless passing from us, and then that's kind of a speculative effort. But Brewster's got the run on the defence, even though they're a bit deeper. And it's 2-2. Not particularly great from Butland. I think maybe that this experiment isn't working too much. We will put Tim Krul in goal and probably try and get a new goalkeeper in this summer. Well, not long to go. I mean, probably should take Buendia off. I don't want him getting any sort of injury or anything like that. We'll bring on Smith Rowe. Aarons is also not playing particularly well. But then the whole defence isn't covering themselves in too much glory. Again, we've dominated the game. They've just been incredibly clinical with long balls over the top. And there we go. Only one draw so far this season, but there's another one. I'm pleased to bring it to you. I mean, action-packed game. We should have won it, but hey, at least we didn't lose it. I mean, I'm going to say we're unlucky. They're not too bothered by that, but I'm not going to get angry at them for that. It wasn't awful. Maybe sloppy, yeah, but, could have been worse. Right, Hernandez is off to Dinamo Zagreb. Obviously, he's gone with the lower price deal, but then, we're paying quite a bit less in terms of wage contribution, so it'll probably even itself out. 7.25 million up front could rise to 9 million. It's not great, but it will do. Well, we can't change the goalkeeper for the game against Man United because Tim Krul's out with the flu, so Jack Butland gets to keep his place. I suppose we could play Michael McGovern, but he's nearly about to draw his pension, so probably not worth doing. No other changes to the team. The rest of the boys playing pretty much well, as well as you would hope for them. I mean, the defence is kind of maybe causing me some issues. I mean, you look at the average ratings there, as you'd probably expect, because this isn't the Championship anymore. But Zimmerman and Gibson not doing as well as they were. Max Aaron's kind of concerns me a bit. His recent form is poor, although his average is better than the rest of the defence. So definitely some areas we can look to improve, but that's kind of going to be what we're going to do anyway. So a test today for sure. And if we do end up losing this game, then that will be 4 league games without a win. And last time that caused the morale to plummet through the floor. So probably going to be team meeting time if we don't pick anything up here. But at the same time, it's if we don't, then it's not the end of the world. We're in 5th. We've already got 41 points on the board. It's just anything we do from here on out is just about getting as higher up the table as we possibly can and getting as much money in the bank as we possibly can. So here come Man United, and Marcus Rashford easily gets the ball. Lautaro Martinez easily scores. So it's going to be a long afternoon, I think, judging by that one. I mean, Butland, he did try. Simple throw in. Rashford just walks past Gibson, I think it is, and not great. Well, Adam's got a twisted knee. I'm not risking him at all with that one, as we've got games coming up. So Adam Armstrong, who has still not scored a goal for us, is going to come on because I put him on the bench rather than Pukki. Buendia reads that one well, and Longstaff looking to try and get forwards. He's immediately been stopped by the attackers. Rashford's in. Butland, he just dived, but it was blocked. We get away with it. I mean, the highlight's still going. Man United making us look very average indeed. Tellers across. Martinez hits the bar. Now we do actually clear the danger. He might have kept a few clean sheets, but now I think about it, I don't think I've actually ever seen Jack Butland make a save. I mean, what do we say? You've been unlucky so far? They love it. It's a lie, but they do love it. I think if this stays the same, then we can sort of kiss goodbye to any sort of Champions League ambitions this season, which that would be a step too far. I mean, the Europa League or the Euro Cup 2, whatever it's called, that would be far enough. But Champions League would be ridiculous. It's not over yet. Paul Pogba on the ball. We've done little to nothing so far today. I don't remember us stringing 2 passes together. Rashford, it's got some space. We've blocked it. There you go. 2 passes, 3 passes. Adam Armstrong, he's away. He's gone back. Found a bit of room though. Lovely back heel from Cantwell. The ball forwards from Stiepermann was pretty good. I mean, Armstrong, I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but he's still waiting for his first Norwich goal. Ball over the top from De Gea has found its way to Mason Greenwood. We are back in numbers to defend, but not enough numbers. Jack Butland there, that was questionable. He's on a 6.9. I mean, yeah, this was coming. Greenwood across. It's awful. It's absolutely dreadful goalkeeping. At least it only cost us 125k, I suppose. But it was a punt. He worked for me in last year's game. He's not that good anymore, so we need a new goalkeeper in the summer, I think. I don't think either of the boys that we've got, Krul or Butland, certainly not McGovern, are particularly up to it. We'll see what we can do, though. We're still in this game. Greg Taylor, ball across, Buendia, brilliant. We've still got it in our locker. Not done yet. I mean, it's still over half an hour of football to play. We're back in this. Great work on the counter. Greg Taylor, beautiful ball across, and again, a lovely dinked header from Buendia, like he's doing some kind of chicken dance there. Here come Man United though. Tellez puts it in. Martial knocked down to Greenwood, and they've scored 3 very easy goals today. Simple things. I mean, it's the defence. That's the issue, and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's not good enough. The defence, they're kind of causing me issues at the moment. Right, as suicidal as it's going to be, I'm going to have to take off Buendia because I don't want him to get injured, and his fitness isn't very good. It means we will probably not come back into this, but you never know. Lookman goes for a bit of a run, manages to retain the ball, which is good. Finds Buendia. Can he do something with his last act before going off? It's not his best work. United looking for a fourth. Marcus Rashford picks it up before the halfway line, and there's plenty of players back. How are they going to find a way through in this one? Tellez flicks it over. It's carnage in the box, but we get it away. This does have a feel of a sort of like we've got 40 points. We've done what we needed to do. and now they're all just like, yeah, you know what? Don't need to put any sort of effort in anymore. Nearly 4. So that shot came in from Ramsey. It's Aaron Ramsey. They've got him on loan from Juventus. So, yeah, Alex Ferguson's finally got his wish. Can we be put out of our misery here? It's not been a great performance in either of these two games, particularly has it. Block from Greg Taylor, only as far as Vilhena. United's still coming. Tellez has been running riot today. Martial gets a goal that he's probably deserved. More questionable goalkeeping from Butland once again. It really has been coming. You can say that about all 4 goals they've had today. Tellez has caused absolute nightmares for the defence, and the block there was good, but Butland didn't anticipate it and was just already on the floor by the time the rebound came in. How he's on a 6.7, I have no idea. I've seen some far better goalkeeping performances on this year's game get far lower ratings than that. He's been woeful. There we are, not our finest hour, but, entertaining. I mean, they've run an absolute riot there, and we've been awful. Really poor. I'm going to say that was bad. Well, see, this is the thing. We said you were unlucky in the previous game, and, they kind of were. Today, they've been absolutely terrible, but it's against Man United, so you don't want to be too negative. We'll go with that. They love it. See, just, try and keep the morale up. I do think it's going to be team meeting time, though. We are still in 5th. Wolves have drawn their game, so we're still 9 points clear. 9 points clear of 6th place. I mean, we're definitely in contention for the Europa League, but not if we continue to do sloppy things like that. I mean, the atmosphere is still very good, so we'll see how this works. Really keen to ensure heads don't drop. They're mostly pleased. No, they're not absolutely ecstatic. So we made a bit of an improvement there. Hopefully that can help us out with the next 3 games, 3 very winnable games. We would like to go through in the FA Cup if we can. That would be good. And then the 2 tricky games after that. It's nice to be in a position where it doesn't really matter all that much. So we will be back next time, probably sometime next time. Now it depends on whether we get through in the FA Cup game, because I would like to have an FA Cup match in here. Either we can make it past Huddersfield. The 5th round will probably be sometime in February, so we may well pair it with the Liverpool game, Southampton game, something like that. If it's a little bit later on, I'm making the assumption we beat Huddersfield, which I'm hopeful we will. But we didn't manage to do that last season, so maybe not. So I think after our sort of wintry break period thing here, the Southampton-Brentford, be a bit of revenge against Southampton, test ourselves against Brentford, who are also doing quite well this season. They're not, well, they're in a bit of a relegation scrap, but nothing too crazy. That's probably what we're going to do, but there's the table. We'll learn things on that. I mean, at least we're not doing as bad as Spurs. Spurs have sacked Jose Mourinho, and they've got even worse. They are 3 points clear of the drop. They could go down. But at least that's not something we need to worry about this year, at least. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe as well, and I will see you next time.